like taste of show business because
Right.
they brought us out to like Pasadena or something.
Yeah.
You know, this
Oh, yeah,
thing.
for TCAs.
Oh, yeah, we
yeah,
went
for
there together.
TCAs, yeah.
That was the first trip, and we were like, no one had been. It was really like hillbillies because we were really like this group from Boston that never experienced any of that. And they brought us out, and we were like, we were a companion show to Dilbert, which was their big.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Big
that
animated
was
show. It
not
was
a
like
good
one. It was
show.
like I think the first. No, it was not. So we were like really. It was really funny. We like sort of like wandering around like
Pockets full of free shrimp.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
People who don't know out there in internet land, TCA is a Television Critics Association, and it's like they bring all the shows and they parade you around,
Right.
like a dog with a collar. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, look at my puppy with his ruffly
And
hat.
we couldn't have been like more like passed over. It was like it
Just
you
ignored.
felt like.
Do you remember our first TCA?
Yes.
It was me and you and Adam.
Well,
So
they're always bad.
they're always
Yeah.
punishingly bad.
I've never seen a
Like,
good one
quick
except
way to make
one. I've seen the only time I've ever seen somebody like it being like worthwhile was Dave Koechner and the guy who did the Comedy Central show.
Oh, God, what was it? Koechner
Naked
and-
Trucker.
Naked Trucker, yeah.
So
That
they
was
came on
good.
and he was really really funny and like he just like just by force.
Right, like forced them into
they
laughter.
yes.
Our
And like,
first-
he really did like force
Sweat
them.
and like
Yeah.
you
had to work so hard.
like make individual eye contact with 300 people
Right,
and like
you had to-
beg them
right.
to pay attention.
You have to work extraordinarily hard to get that guy to stop eating his bagel.
and updating his Facebook fucking
Mm-hmm.
status. What happens is it's in this huge room. There's like 300 reporters. They all have computers. They're all on the internet, like writing as they're interviewing you.
Yeah.
And our first TCA was me and John and Adam on a stage. We were maybe the last panel of the week.
Right.
Like, you know, they'd
But
see,
they like put this like a cattle.
Yeah.
Like it was like a stockyard.
Yeah, it was like a stockyard.
They
like
sit
just
in that room
feed
every
yard,
day
and they're
and-
sweaty. It smells like
Yeah.
feet, and I think it was like everybody was going to make their plane in 45 minutes, and they just could not give less of a shit about who us or our fucking show.
By the way, I don't know. I've told Adam the story, but I had massive diarrhea in my rent-a-car on the way.
I thought you were going to say in my pants.
In my pants.
In your pants.
In my pants,
your
in my
pants,
rent-a-car.
In your rent-a-car on the way back away.
On the way there.
Oh no!
And I flew in the night before, and I remember that panel was like at 8:30 or 9 in the morning.
No wonder you looked. I just thought. See,
I was
this is
a
another
mess.
example of why Adam is afraid of you, because I was like, John doesn't like us.
I didn't just shit my pants. I shit my car. I was in a puddle in my car on the way to. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
It's one of my. It's crazy.
See?
I flew in from Boston, and I ate like it was like they fly you first class.
Yeah.
So whatever, I ate like that ribeye or whatever or
Right.
something, and
Free shit.
then I got there at like 1 in the morning. It was like a really late flight, and it was delayed on the. For some reason, when we landed in L.A., the plane sat on the tarmac for like an hour and a half. Like we couldn't get a gate or something. So it got really late. So by the time it was like midnight, by the time I got my rent-a-car, and I had to drive to Pasadena, and I went the wrong way. Like I took the 405 instead of going the 110.
Yeah.
So I went all around, and then all the exits were like they were doing work at night,
What
so
a
I couldn't
nightmare.
like take an exit. So I didn't have a GPS or anything. So I have to go the only way I know, which is like take Sunset all the way back to the 10. I did like some
God.
stupid like 1 hour.
Like, yeah, just literally like full on scenic route.
So I think it was like near Fairfax or something, where it
It
hit
kicked
me
in.
like a
here
like
it
a
comes.
sitcom joke,
Like
like
a
you know like oh like I like tensed up like
Oh my
oh
God.
boy
Van
you know.
Wilder.
Yes,
Yeah.
like really like a bad movie. Like
Oh,
like
my
that whole
God.
like oh boy, Jesus. And I tensed up and I was like, oh my God, like I feel sick. And then so I pulled over at a gas station, like an Arco. There was nothing open 'cause it was like 1 in the
Oh
morning.
my God.
And I was like, just oh my God, I gotta find. I didn't even know where I was going. I gotta find. I knew I could go to the 10 to the 110, like, so
Yeah.
I had to get there. And I pulled over the Arco, and it was like literally like that clenched ass, like get out of the car, like run,
And it's
like
some
waddle.
escape itch, like you're clenching, you're doing
Yeah, you know, nothing
all of your
had come out
muscular,
yet.
yeah.
Waddled over the guy. Like, I was like, bathroom, like no bathroom, no bathroom.
Do I look like a hobo?
he was Persian.
Please.
No,
he was Persian. Yes,
no
that was
bathroom,
racist.
no
That's what you thought.
bathroom.
Yes.
So I'm like, please, I gotta like go, and like he's like, no, he's in behind the behind the glass,
the burqa.
So I waddle back to the car. Fuck, like shit. I'm sweating, and I'm holding it, and I go I go to another place. Same thing. There was no bathroom. I'm like, I have to shit on somewhere. Like,
I have to shit on somewhere.
I mean, I have to I just didn't want to go on the sidewalk.
On the street. Like a receptacle any kind of receptacle, right? Any like
and
depression
I didn't want to
in the ground.
I didn't want to try and find a trash can and jump on it or something. And I was just like panicking. So I got back in the car and just desperately, it was everything I had. I had to give everything. And I got on the 10. And I'm like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to go.
I'm going to do it. I'm
going to make it. I'm going to hold it. And I was driving, planking. I was you know what I mean? I was stiff.
Yes.
And
leaning
back and driving like that. And I remember I was I went into a fugue state. I remember just yelling fuck, 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 ha 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 ha, fuck, fuck.
Oh my God.
I couldn't. I was doing everything.
Oh my God.
I don't know what was happening. So finally I got to the 134. I'm 3/4 of the way there,
Jesus.
and it it was over.
It was over.
And just shit, liquid came out and I stopped it. Half came out. And it was awful.
Well, there's usually
the
the pre-shit, and then there's the shit.
Yes,
so
no, this was just
early,
liquid, and
Yes, the early. Yeah,
your
water
awful.
broke. Is what
and
you're
it was
saying.
Yes, my water broke, and then I kind of tried to suck, but it didn't matter at that point.
You can't get it back in.
I was in a total state of shock, so I was
I
wasn't acting properly. I was not making good decisions. I should have went just in someone's lawn.
Yeah, that would have been
fine. Got out my zipped out and taken a t-shirt or whatever and wiped my ass and threw it out.
These are the things you think about after the fact.
But in fairness, it would have kept happening. By the time I did get later in this story, which we'll wrap up soon.
you can spend all your time doing this story. It's my favorite story ever.
Yeah, and so it was I don't think that would have solved. I would have had to sit on the side in someone's lawn
just resting
for 2 hours,
for several hours.
Yes, in a fetal position.
Mailman shows up.
Right, just shitting myself. Lying down. I clearly needed to get to a place that would be
a place where you could be alone,
an environment that had
water,
a toilet and water and a bed. So there now I'm on the 134, not too 15 minutes from that.
And
I'm sitting in my a pool of
It's like
shit.
the third act of an action movie.
What's
going to happen next?
Oh, it gets really good. So then I finally the same thing happened. It was the first wave of this.
Yeah.
So I had to go back to the clenching and
the planking and
the chanting. Yes. For another 15 minutes when I finally got to the exit. And then
Pasadena's a mystery too. It's a mysterious place.
So then I kind of I got to assess the situation. So I pulled over, and it's there's it's a neighborhood around where that hotel is. It's sort of a
totally residential,
a Tony kind of neighborhood.
Very it's like Beverly Hills. It's so nice, huge houses.
But it was 1:30 in the morning now. So
white people do not want you shitting on their lawn, John.
No, or black people. Nobody
really wants.
Nobody wants that.
No, that's a universal feeling.
So I pulled over, and I was I got it enough focus to sort of be where am I at? And I got up, and it's just the worst,
because also once you stand, right, the flood
and
release the hounds,
wet, and the seat is and I'm but then I'm I can't I can't even change. I don't know. I have to get to a bathroom.
There's nothing to be done.
Right.
Sit back in your own shit and drive away.
Right. Even if I put new clothes on, that's what I was going to do. I was going to literally just
take it, wipe
take
it all
everything
away.
off.
Yeah.
But it was too much to deal with. And I was so ill. I was still sick too. I was feeling miserable. And I'm all right, I'm just going to go. I know I in my head I'm it's too late. I'm going to pull up. I'll pull up really quickly to the door. There'll be
and
nobody
then you have
there.
to interact with hotel staff.
Well, I just thought like I'm gonna pull up and grab my bag and get to the
And run.
lobby bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
smart.
that I can wash.
That's smart.
So that was
now
like,
you're thinking straight.
Yes, now there was a plan.
Thinking clearly.
So I pulled in, and you know that it has this like grand entrance.
Right.
It
It's
was, like,
it's very long. It's like an
Yes.
estate. Yes. And
so
then
I
there's a
pulled up
turnaround.
like now it was like a now it was like a it was like a heist. I like pulled up and turned my lights off to see if there were people in the area in the front area.
God.
So because I didn't want of course
you
I
want to
can't.
alert them to your arrival. No,
I can't. Yeah.
You know what? Anyone?
There was nobody.
A dude in a vest running out.
It's
welcome
all
to
well
the-
lit,
and it's a nice ass fucking hotel. It's like the
Yeah.
Four Seasons or the St.
Right.
Regis
It has
or
a
something.
huge
Yes.
entrance
fancy.
area with lots of cars.
You don't
can
want a
pull in.
guy with a vest asking if he can help.
No,
you
no,
with
no.
your
So I was
bags.
like, the last thing I want is anybody there. No, so I'm gonna run in, grab my bag, pull up right as close to the door as I can, and then run through and get to the
Yes.
bathroom. So there's no one there. So I pull up. I'm like, okay, good. I leaned over, grabbed my bag, and my door opens.
Oh no,
And,
no!
Like, welcome to the Ritz-Carlton, sir.
And
Like,
just
and then
a wave of
his-
regret.
Yes,
moved.
and then his face was like, I looked like in shock, like wide, like I was like,
Like an
'cause
animal
He
in
did
the
surprise me
street.
because I was like, I'm good. Like I was grabbing my bag, and I was doing it, trying to move really fast, like grab the bag, and then he opened the door, like, welcome to the, like they could cut him off, like in mid sentence, like welcome to, because it was unbelievable. Like the stench was awful. So I just panicked.
Yeah, what do you do?
I panicked and I just ran out and ran into I ran right by him.
Did you have your bag?
I left
Did
my
you have
car
your bag?
on. No, that's the thing.
Oh,
so
no.
I ran out and ran through the lobby and was sort of like running, and then the people at the desk like saw me, and I was like, bathroom, bathroom, and they were like, oh yeah, right to the left.
Oh,
so I
no.
ran through. There was nobody there.
Oh my god.
So, but I had left that guy, and
Stay there with your poopy collar.
Okay, so I find the bathroom. And I'm in there, and it's a disaster. Like it's a mess. I was in shorts.
Oh,
So
Lord.
I go into the stall, and I kind of I just wipe for I don't know,
An hour.
Yeah, no, literally solid 4 minutes of
It's like
wiping.
that fist, like where you make that kind of fist weapon of toilet
Yes,
paper.
and I'm
it's just
wiping,
like
and
a
it's
club.
just, and then now, and then from that point.
Tears
I
are literally coming out of my eyes.
I
right now.
discover at that point I forgot my bag, so I have no fresh.
And you're
clothes.
naked. You've taken your clothes off.
I've taken my clothes off
Yes.
in the stall,
Yes,
and I'm
you're
wiping
standing
everything.
there just like a baby with no.
And
bag.
now I'm looking down at the
Pile of
boxers
shit
and the
clothes.
shorts. Yeah, shit clothes.
And which one?
Like
is...
literally, the back is now dyed.
because you were sitting in it for.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's now dyed with diarrhea. It had changed color.
Never to return to its original color again.
And I think they wore shorts like this. It was the wrong color.
So you dye
You couldn't-
very
yeah.
light colored shorts.
So then I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot my bag. So I have my boxers, and I wrap them in. I'm gonna throw them out, obviously. I really just put my shorts back on.
Oh,
Because
it's
now
like
I gotta
a wet
get-
bathing suit.
Yes. So now oh my god, I'm so fucked. So I go out and I'm looking for a place to throw out my boxers, and there's no. It's the kind of bathroom that they only offer towels. So there's no paper
Oh shit!
disposal.
Yeah, like the cloth towels that they
towels.
launder. Yes,
So it's
because
a
like
wicker
the
basket
fanciest
full of
hotel in all of
towels.
Caucasian land. Yeah.
So
it's
now I
nice.
can't now I'm I can't even throw out my boxers. There's nowhere in here to throw them out.
There's no garbage. There's
I'm
just
not
a
gonna
basket.
throw-
Yes, like laundry basket.
Yeah, I'm not I
Well,
guess I should have.
It is a laundry basket.
It's a
John.
laundry. Yeah, I mean, but I was I can't do
I'm
that.
sure they've washed worse at that hotel.
I can't do that. So I wrapped my boxers in the the thing you put on the toilet.
Oh yeah.
So I pulled 5 of those out, the toilet covers, and wrapped them up. And I'm like, okay,
Oh my God, you're like
this is
MacGyver.
this won't end.
It's
This
interminable.
won't-
It's
yes,
just like
no.
a terrible nightmare.
It's just like the story. It's
It's
interminable.
like, I love this story.
So I finally I wash up and I'm in my
shit shorts.
I'm in my shit shorts, but I'm going to deal with it. I got the boxers wrapped up in the toilet covers in the paper, and I'm just gonna go back out, dump the boxers, and just
And
make a
gingerly
beeline
tiptoe.
and check in as fast as I can,
Yeah.
and hope that
And
people,
run.
yeah,
and hope that people don't notice that you smell.
well, there's nobody there, so I'm kind of confident. Like at least it's like 2 a.m.
Right.
So I'm finishing washing up. I got the boxes wrapped, and I turn around, and security is at the bathroom. Hello.
Oh,
So they're like,
no.
hello.
Oh,
like,
no.
Hey. And then I realize, of course, security is there, because I darted out of a car covered in shit, and the guy saw me, and I ran into a hotel covered in shit.
And your car smells like shit, and it's full of shit.
Like, I am clearly not a guest.
And it's the middle of the night.
It's the middle of the night, and a psycho covered in shit ran into their hotel, and the valet witnessed it and went to the
And
guy and
immediately called
we have to
security.
call the police.
There's a poop
So I think they were looking for me.
bandit.
Like they were literally looking for me. Like I
Poop
think.
bandit. Then they finally arrived at the bathroom.
Yes,
and
they
realized
finally
that
arrived at the
second.
bathroom, and then security's like, "You're gonna have to come with me, sir." And
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
"Let me explain." Like I'm like literally like, but I'm holding also. I'm holding a shit-covered boxers wrapped in paper, so I'm clearly crazy. Like I'm a crazy man.
Like a
There's no
football
way
in your
around
arm.
it, and I'm starting to talk
Like
crazy,
a crazy person.
like a crazy person would say. Like, let me explain what I'm doing. Like, let me explain, sir. I'm a guest at this hotel.
Everything.
I'm
I'm staying.
checking in. I have to check in. I'm sure you got to check in.
My friends are meeting me here. I have.
Right.
I'm on a
Like,
TV
all I
show.
wanna do is check
I'm a
it.
big star.
Yeah, and I'm yelling too. Like I am.
Why wouldn't you yell
Yeah.
at this point?
I'm
To make yourself
I'm
heard
like,
and understood.
Please, let me get to my room, please, sir. This has been awful. It's like 2.5 hours I've been going through this.
Sitting in my own shit.
So he
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
"You're gonna have to come with me." But like, I'm sure. Yeah. He was like,
everything
he was
hurts.
doing that, like talking
Like
down the psycho.
quietly soothing.
We're gonna check
tones.
you in. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll check you in.
Yes,
we'll check you in.
sure,
we'll check
sure.
in.
There are
No,
aliens.
it's not like that.
Are your
I'm
friends-
serious.
are your
My
friends
name
the
is John.
aliens gonna check you
Right,
in?
and then I have to like my wallet is covered in shit.
Oh,
It's in my,
Jesus,
So like
save
I
us
have to
all.
show you my ID. Like, so he walks me, and I convince them to let me talk to the people at the front desk, and I'm like.
Then
I
you
just
bring
got
out
to the
your
front
poop
desk,
dampened wallet.
and I finally just said, like almost in tears, like, "My name is Jon Benjamin. I'm staying in this hotel. I had diarrhea in my pants for the last 2 hours. Like, please help me." Like, I just was like
Please help
so
me.
done. Like,
Throw yourself on their
I was
mercy.
just like, I'm covered in
Covered
shit.
in
I've got sick from airplane food. Just please get me to my room. And then the best was, like, they were nice. Like,
Yeah.
I think they were
They
just
took
like,
pity on you.
Oh yeah. Like, I think I showed them my shit covered ID. And they were like, okay, they're like literally like, "This is crazy. Like, this has never happened, but let's get you to your room." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry about
God.
everything. Like, I was just apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna like
I'm
wash."
Sorry about the poop in the bathroom.
Right, I'm gonna go into one of your rooms and wash shit all over myself in the shower. I'm sorry about that. Like, it's crazy, but I
I'll
have
write
no.
a note to the.
I have
maid.
nothing else to. I'm
broken
just
man.
sorry.
I'm a broken man.
And then a guy, there was like, I'm trying to think of who it was.
Was it somebody?
He
from
was
the
some
hotel?
actor came in.
Oh, okay. Oh, at the same time.
After, like, he came
Oh.
in like blind drunk,
Oh, wow.
and it was the guy from like, he was in Breaking Away. It was like
Oh,
that guy.
if you give me a clue, I will answer the question. Breaking Away, huh?
Yeah, he was like the kid. He was really good.
Oh, okay.
He was a really good actor.
It's on a TV show or something like that.
He was on a TV show.
No,
or
okay. I
something.
was going to guess Kiefer Sutherland,
No,
just
no,
based
no.
on the blinding drunk.
Kiefer Sutherland wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't in break. Maybe he wasn't blind drunk. He was drunk. Like, he was like sort of staggering in. Like,
Well, for Pasadena, that's like practically.
yeah.
Wasted.
And then he came right. Like, he was like, I don't know if he was checking in or like just getting something, but he came right behind me and he was just like, "What the fuck?" Like, he was like really loud. Like, holy shit! Like, he was drunk too, so he was like not holding back.
no
like,
censor at all.
oh my god! Oh shit! Like, this stinks. And the guy, so now they have to talk to him like, I'm sorry, Mr.
Mr.
Like, yeah.
I wanted to be Keeper Mr. Sutherland. I just wanted to.
Oh,
be
yeah, I
Sutherland.
can't remember who it is. He had three names,
we'll
like
Google.
that kind of guy.
I can't Google now because all of my devices.
Like
are...
Jon Benjamin,
Yeah,
but
like that.
like Arlie Ermy or something.
Yeah.
It was one. It was I can't remember who it was.
Oh.
So then it ended. Like finally, I got to my room, and yeah. Then it was like 2:30 or 3 in the morning,
and you had to be up early. We were early like the first.
I got up at like 8:30.
Oh, that is the worst. First of all, that's probably one of like the greatest stories I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's
like,
the best
period.
diarrhea story I have.
It's the best diarrhea story I've ever heard.
I've talked to people.
And I've heard some good ones.
Yeah, no. I've talked to people and I've shared that story, and then they tell me theirs, and then they're immediately like
shamed.
Yeah, you got me.
I have one, and it is one. It's like it's 0.07% is funny, and it's like 0.01% is long, and it was the best one to this date. And you've destroyed it. You've crushed it.
It's the best diarrhea
dust.
story in the world.
It is. It is the best diarrhea story in the world.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody who's had a more extreme diarrhea experience, but I can't.
There are people like with
it doesn't leap to
who
mind.
have like the Ebola virus.
Right. Well, you know, but they're gonna die. So that's
right.
That's
no,
not,
I survived.
Being funny.
And it was crazy. I remember like telling Adam, but he was. I mean, I remember like in the morning, like telling the Scott or the guy from
right.
FX,
Oh yeah, Scott, the publicist.
And he just didn't want to hear it.
Oh, he
like,
doesn't want to talk.
Yeah,
about
he didn't want. He was just
no,
like, yeah,
especially not before a big
like
press
what?
conference.
Like I'm busy. I am sorry. What? And I'm trying to tell people my story.
The question that I have, I think the critical, like the fulcrum of this story is whether the seats in the car were leather or fabric.
Fabric.
What? Please, God.
Oh, I went.
That is the cherry on that sundae.
I went to find the valet guy the next day.
He doesn't want to park that car. He doesn't want to sit in that seat.
No, and I mean, I was like, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, because you were running for your life.
Yeah, like I forgot about the car, and then in the morning
How
I was
you
like,
got there?
oh
you,
my
you
God.
black out the entire experience.
Yeah, like
in
the morning I woke up and like, oh God, the car. Like, and then I was like, oh my God, like what am I gonna?
What do you do?
I don't even want to go.
Just leave it.
Find it.
Take a taxi. Leave that car. Write it off.
Like I wanted to call.
Report the car stolen.
I really wanted to like drive it into a canal.
Exactly, set it on fire. Dear hurts. My car was stolen, and then the thief pooped in it.
And
I
the
don't know
guy,
where it is.
They cleaned it.
Really?
Yes, I was crazy. Like in the morning.
Wow.
In the morning, I went to the car and it was like clean.
That's
they
insane.
cleaned the car.
That's insane. Please don't talk. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It was crazy. Like, and it was like, I mean, there were like sort of remnants of something, but like it was somebody scrubbed the seat.
Sort of remnants.
Like, which is really, I have to say, I will never, I will always remember the Ritz-Carlton staff for what they did. They're clearly a cut above.
They really are. Because
I was like,
if you were at a W, they would have just pushed that shit down the street.
I went to the desk and was like,
what do I do?
Who cleaned my shit? Like, who did that? Like, it had to be that guy.
It could have only been that guy.
Or like, tell me what happened. Like,
they took pity on you. They literally
or like,
took
tell
pity
me
on
like,
you.
did you tell like because of the story?
Front desk
did the
call,
front desk call and say like, have this
dear
guy's
valet,
car cleaned?
The guy shit his pants and he needs a break.
Yeah,
let's
and
do something. Nice
I mean, it
with
was
this guy.
like, it wasn't like a pool on the seat, but there was. Yeah.
Well, if had to have absorbed, I would think into the upper layers of that upholstery.
Yeah, no, it was clean. Like it literally.
Look at the DoubleTree. All they do is give you cookies.
And I and I gave that guy $5.
He deserved every penny. Oh my God!
Here you go, buddy.
That was just. I don't really know how we top that.
No.
I don't think we can.
No.
We're just gonna end it there because there's just.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's that. Well, thank you so much. This was so great.
You're welcome.